Everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back to the second episode of the Super Stack Bros. This show will be premiering roughly every Thursday, if we had to guess at this point in time. But if you don't know what's going on here, the trio is back. It's me, PPR Tyler, and Bindles. And me and PPR Tyler are going to be doing another battle here today. But we got some twists and turns that are going to be coming throughout the draft. So make sure you stick with us. But first, dude, I love it. The water map. I was not even. I know you told me that we're changing up, but it reminded me today. I forgot that we were changing the map each time too. That's so epic.
Yeah, dude, and we gotta match it up.
Oh no!
Guys, so you guys have been.
I got it.
You guys are in.
Are you in?
Yes, I am. Right.
Thank God. Yeah, we're good. Okay. There's waiting on one, so I was like, please, please get in. So I think it's just me and you in here, though. Unfortunately, no members from the community.
We got Flash.
Well, that's how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
We got Thaddeus. We got Thad Castle in here. Yeah, competing with Eliminator, but you know what? We gotta stay true to our guns and stick to our guns. And then we got Al Paul in here. The real ones. The real ones are in here.
That was quick. If you remember last week, there was a little mishap where I ended up doing 2 drafts at once because we didn't quite time that up right. So that alone, we're already getting better. I mean, look at that. The stream has already increased tenfold just by that going right. So
yeah, I think too. If we're keeping a record, I'm pretty sure I dominated you last week. So I'm pretty sure I'm up 1-0 in the series.
Let's relax, okay? I mean, there has been no data proving any of this yet.
I'm pretty sure there's a guilt of admission from your end. I think you said
I could talk. No, I think I could talk myself into that team being better than yours, and we'll see at the end of the year. We're gonna go back at the end of the year. We're gonna check the actual wins.
Yeah, we have an idea. We have to check the stats.
Yeah, we'll see we'll have the chat, what the chat thinks, and then we'll have what the actual results are at the end here. All right.
Yeah, and we're gonna get the scoring system up here pretty soon. So
right.
How's that music, guys?
I think it's okay. I think I'm good with it right now. I'm feeling it seems like not too loud. Yeah.
If it's too loud, just let me know. Okay. JJ.
Yeah. Well, that's an auto click for me right there. I was thinking of Monroe too, but I mean JJ at 6, always gonna be an auto click for me.
Yeah. Well, I heard he's sitting out this year, so
you heard wrong, buddy. Get ready to learn Jordan.
Hey, I wouldn't want to play with McCarthy either.
Dude, how much are these top receivers going to get paid? Because like, didn't Waddle just get like $28 million a year? Like,
yeah.
How is it 40?
So I actually broke it down on Player Profiler today. Go check it out from last week's Monday episode. I literally broke down this thing because like JJ right now, JJ and CD are going into the last 2 years of their deal. And Jamar's got another year left. So Jamar has 2 years left on his deal. So he'll be a free agent. Hypothetically, obviously, he probably won't get there. But 2025, he would be a free agent. JJ is technically a free agent after this year. And so is CD Lamb. And either of them don't have deals. So it's like, who's going to get paid first? Because whoever gets paid first, the next, let's say CD gets paid before JJ gets paid. Well, JJ is going to want more money than CD, and then Jamar's going to want more money than both of them. So it's just like if I'm the Vikings, the Cowboys, or the Bengals, I'm trying to sign these guys right freaking now because this price is only going to go up. And you look at the AJ Brown deal too, and AJ Brown, man, that dude got 88% of that deal guaranteed. Like I promise you, like all these top receivers are going to want as much guaranteed money as they can. And AJ got he got like 32 a year or 30 a year, 88% guaranteed. So that's like one of these guys is going to get like 35 to 38 million. Probably like I don't know if we get to 40, but like one of them is going to at least get like 35.
Yeah, I could see Jefferson in his mind thinking 40 is a pretty cool number.
Yeah, I can see it.
Like he's like, that's so crazy to get 40 million a year for wide receiver, but that's where we're at. Oh, dude, that's a beautiful start. AJ Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, both week 5 buys. So we're definitely pivoting off week 5 after these 2 picks, which does limit me a little bit, but the steadiness of my running back room with Gibbs and then AJ Brown as a start is beautiful. So I'm gonna roll with that.
So yeah, so you guys did an eliminator in the last one too. Like I have literally just not even thought through the eliminator. So it'll be really interesting, best ball guy, after this to kind of talk through it with you on our stream together. But
Yeah.
how are you guys liking it so far? I mean, and I know Underdog dropped a bunch of other contests, or they're dropping them tomorrow, I guess. But I really love Underdog kind of pushing the boundaries and not just doing regular, just whatever 18 round normal drafts. I think it's really fun, and I really like where it's going. How are you guys feeling about the new contests and the eliminator?
Go for it, Tyler.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm pumped about it, man. I can't, like, it felt like they dropped a ton of contests last year, just like, because they, like, the Eliminator was new last year, Weekly Winners was new last year. Like, it felt like there was a lot of things to draft. Now it's like we're just getting stuff thrown at us left and right. We got the marathon, we got the sprint, we have the Eliminator, we have BBM, we have Weekly Winners, like we have these other like high stakes contests that haven't even come close to filling. Like, there's just a ton of stuff you can hop into right now. And it's awesome. And if we're just talking about the eliminator, like a bye weeks, and like I have this a cheat sheet up on my phone right here of all like the bye weeks and how many people advance out of each week, because I think it's something you need to really pay attention to, especially like the week 14 stuff. Is there's so many teams on bye. Let me make my pick here. So we got week 6.
Yeah, who are you going with here, Tyler?
I'm thinking Devontae here, man. I just love drafting Devontae. I'll never stop. Can't stop, won't stop. But we're just gonna go. Unless I would go Waddle here. I just don't want to stack up that bye week 6. Yeah.
Maybe a little foreshadowing for our dynasty draft we're in here.
Yeah, where'd you go, Devontae? Yeah, we just made a trade live on air. It was actually bad because like it was terrible content for like those 2 minutes we were talking about you and I making that trade on Best Ball Guys channel.
No, Preston was interested.
Preston was interested.
Yeah, so that's good enough for me. No, but I think I'm going to get into the eliminator, especially if they don't give me anything else to do, because I can't just I can't run through all my BBMs like that as much as I want to. I can't do it. So I'm trying to master the art right now. I insta click Gibbs, but maybe I should have thought about that for just a second more, considering they're both the same bye week. Because my general plan when I went AJ Brown was hoping that Jalen Hurts falls back to me, and now I'm looking at a third bye week. So I think just like anything that you're going to do in the fantasy space, if you play more of it, you're going to get better. Make sure you're doing your due diligence, when you're spending money especially. So every little time I do one of these drafts, I'm going to just try to correct from my mistakes and stick to my convictions, which at this point is I'm going off what I was basically talking about on my last stream, which was Ben Gretsch wrote an awesome newsletter. If you guys haven't read it, you can subscribe to Ben Gretsch's newsletter through Substack, I think. And then you get an email, and basically he just broke it down saying when everyone is trying to play it safe, that's when you should play aggressive, because still at the end of the day, all the money is up top. And so he was saying when people are mainly focused on floor, and then you take a bunch of high upside pieces that happen to all hit properly, like what you would need for the Best Ball Mania win or something like that. Like the same theory can be applied to a tournament where all the money's up top. And if you think about it, if your team was really able in a BBM contest where it didn't even get, like, for example, what is it, like by week 11, 78% advance. If your Best Ball Mania team really can't get in the top 9 out of 12 people in a pod, like it should be that high every week, honestly, if it's gonna advance out of a 2 out of 12. So
yeah, 100%.
With that same logic, you can apply it to just like, man, I really should just shoot for upside because all the money's up top anyways. If you want to have positive EV, like just make sure I get through week 7, I get my money back plus a little extra. There's different ways to play it. You could honestly, that's why Eliminator is really cool, right? So I think you could actually play it where like a cash game. Like you could be like, okay, I don't plan on, maybe I'll give myself a chance to take it down, but at the end of the day, I might just like double my money if I play this really smart and make it through week 9
just
or 10.
That EV,
yeah. Oh shit, I'm on the clock.
Yeah, and if you wanted to like just kind of treat like a cash game and get as much like just try and get some of your money back and not try and take it down. Like if you just want to play a more conservative style, just focus on the early bye weeks because you'll be fully optimized just to keep moving on. Like just don't draft anything like just bye week 10 or earlier. Just stay in that realm, and that's going to help you immensely because you're running up against, like you don't have to worry about. Or I guess the opposite would be that I'm stupid. The opposite of that would be the draft the later bye week. So you don't have to worry about like week 14 or anything like that. So.
All right, so we are going to do the 4th round wheel. I'm going to give it to Tyler here.
Oh my God! Come on now.
So,
My team thinks your team's better.
Oh wait, yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, fuck you, best ball guy.
Jeez, it's because I took a fucking running back.
Tight end.
Okay, here we go,
Right.
man.
I'm taking Kelsey here, making sure you don't
Son
get
of a bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
I could do the old Kelsey block. Dude, that's going to set you up nicely, honestly. That's why the wheel is so perfect. It's because you really can go any direction with this.
This 4th round is like it really is like there's no bad picks. Really.
I could easily talk myself into ETN here, but me and Tyler just went with a Gibbs Kelsey team. But this one, we're gonna go Gibbs Kelsey again, baby. I'm not letting Kelsey fall past the 4th round. It's also a slight block on my competitor. That's a classic Kirby move, right? Just playing like an absolute, lame-o. But that's how you win Super Smash Bros. Is you do the old Kirby down B all game. They can never touch you. So
yeah, so we for the 4th round wheel, we have obviously each position: wide receiver, running back, tight end, quarterback. But we also have a chat pick, and we also have an eyes closed pick. So could get spicy in one of these days. We'll see, but it's try to add some spice in there.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna have some fun segments on this show. I think it's a learn as you go kind of thing. It's hard to plan all this out. But that was dope. That already made me feel great that Tyler has to take tight ends, especially if there's ever chat in here with him and we can totally screw people over.
I think there's not a lot of people in the chat. And I'm gonna pretty much have my pick here.
Yeah,
McBride, Kincaid. I'm just trying to think of who I could stack up later. I mean, Lamar's already gone, so I think I'm gonna just go McBride here. Can I go the chalk pick? Unless, yeah, I'll go McBride.
that's perfect. No correlation to your buys already.
Yep.
And week 11 is like not. This is going back to the Ben Gretsch letter because he did a great job outlining what teams are actually on bye, like what weeks, and so like week 11 is actually a really weak bye week. So the Cardinals are like the one like maybe good offense in there, and then it's like a bunch of really gross teams. I don't exactly remember the other ones, but if we look around, I'm sure I can find them.
Bye week 11 is
yes, Tampa Bay, Panthers,
Giants,
exactly. So not like the strongest offenses. Like you can fade those offenses and still build a good team. Anyway.
So we have Tyler with the Justin Jefferson, Devontae, DJ Moore, and then the wheel pick of Trey McBride. And then we got Pollock with the AJ Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, Cooper Kupp, and Travis Kelce start. So I mean, I just gave it to Tyler because I think it was very, very slight, and I don't love Cooper Kupp, but I think it was a toss up there.
Hey, spin the wheel again. My team's too good. Spin it again. Pull it up right now. I'm serious. Pull it up.
Should we do another wheel?
Yeah, spin it for Tyler.
Spin it right now. Spin it right now.
Calling for it.
I'm calling my shot right now. Spin it.
Okay.
Oh my God, get tight end. Come on, give this man pits. Come on. The chat better get ready. If it lands on chat, you better be ready. Yeah, it's chat.
No.
Start saying your picks.
Oh,
Start
God.
saying your
I
picks
can't
now.
see anything, so you have to pull it up on the screen. Oh wait, I should have.
17 seconds, chat.
I'm just gonna go with whoever comments first is who I'm just gonna look at.
Chat. Come on,
Yep.
let's go.
I'll read it off. They're gonna get it.
I'm looking.
No, there's no one.
name.
No one's saying anything.
I gotta be quick.
Well, they have a 10-second delay.
Oh fuck.
Tight end.
Tight end.
Oh, I
We'll take it as carry.
There was no. I saw T, so someone said Claypool, dude.
Flatulent.
Okay,
Dude, that's a brutal.
Oh, like, that was like the worst case scenario because I thought we'd just get another position, but
That's all right. I mean, you got.
I saw T, so I thought I was just like, okay, Terry. Like that's why I clicked Terry.
That's fair. That was a fair.
Should we
assessment.
spin it again for best ball guy for redemption?
Oh come on!
You
I need a wide receiver.
You should have wheel for the entire fucking draft.
Dude, the wheel's clutch, man.
The wheel is
Did you guys see my the 50 live drafts I did? Off the wheel.
Here we
was
go.
sick.
Here we go.
Whoa.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
I mean, I'll do it.
Get ready to learn Kyle Pitts.
No,
reverse
I
card.
can talk myself into something here.
Yeah, it was a valiant effort by the chat. Although, I mean, that was kind of slow, though. I feel like we did it. I guess it's a 10-second delay. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It's the delay that's going to get him every time.
Okay. Well,
and they
you
have
know
to
what?
read the
It's I'm not used to having to do chat picks, so that's on me. I'll take.
It's all right.
I'll take
They're learning with us. They got to get their head in the game. I'll stay true to the second wheel spin. I will go Kyle Pitts here, and for that reason and that reason only, I'm taking Kyle Pitts there.
Guys, you got to be locked in, right? Like if you're watching your kids, just forget about your kids for 10 seconds and just make the chat pick. You have to be locked in at all times. So
absolutely.
So we got a 2 tight end start out of the boy Eric here.
I mean, in the eliminator, talk about raising my floor instantly. Like Kelsey and Pitts seems like very, like I'm definitely not getting eliminated. I mean, you would assume so at least. Like,
also, if you get past bye week 5 or 6 here, like you're looking really good.
Exactly,
for
like this team. Exactly. So I'm trying to build around that same thought right now, and I think Richardson's a really interesting start to that conundrum. Damn it. We're going Jaden Reed. I like Jaden Reed. He honestly was amazing as a rookie, and I don't think anyone can really argue that Reed doesn't have the upside, especially with how good the Packers offense is. Yes, he could not be that good. They didn't use him very much in the playoffs, but he was really banged up coming into the end of the year. And honestly, he could save this team.
Dude, I have such a hard time with Reed. I have 0 shares in Dynasty across all my freaking leagues. Like, I'm not saying he can't hit, but it's just like, if I'm going to make the bet, it's like there's so many guys that go in that ADP and like in that same value range that I'd rather have. So it's probably a little bit like I don't want 0, but I just have such a hard time. Best ball, I'm a little bit more into it, but still, I guess in Eliminator, I'm fine with it. Just get your shots. But okay, Tyler, where are you going here? Kamara?
Here we go, Kamara here. Still, again, we still have no bye week stacks, which I like. I think Kamara is just, as long as he stays healthy, he's gonna be kind of the focal point of that offense. I mean, he was like, I think running back 6 in average points per game last year. Like he's really good when he's on the field. If he's on the field, like this is a smash pick. It's 75 catches last year. And
you better spin the wheel again because I just took the lead.
You don't like Kamara?
No, I'm done with it, man. It's over.
Tyler, did you see Mike Leone from ETR on Ship Chasing today was talking up Rachaad White. He was pushing back against the Ship Chasing boys. I mean, that is like the most ETR ass pick is just Rachaad White. You're like, okay, the ball, like you're doing projections and he looks really well, but then he's like, do you actually know ball? And you're like, no,
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, Rachaad White is. They had some O-line troubles last year in terms of just guys getting hurt. Wirfs missed a part of this. I think he missed a lot of the season. They invested their first round pick, Graham. I think his name's Graham Barton, I believe, from Duke. Yeah, they invested in that position, so it was obviously a need for them. He was 3rd in the league in carries last year. Like, I think he's actually like he's got juice. Like some of his yards per reception numbers, like it was really good. Like he can make guys miss in space. And I think you saw that when he did catch the ball, like those yak numbers. But I think it was just the running game. Like the O-line was so bad, he was kind of just like banging his head for 2-yard gains and 2-yard gains. But like I don't think he had anywhere to run to. So I think the running game at the very least is going to be better than it was last year because if all those guys stay healthy, you reinvest in the O-line. Like I think he could have a better year than he had last year, if I'm being honest.
Alvin Kamara had a game last season where he caught 3 passes for -11 yards.
Yeah, he also caught 75 passes.
I know, but I think they're going to revamp that offense with Clint Kubiak, dude. It's not going to look like what it looked like last year, man. That was an atrocity on the football field. I mean, watching Derek Carr and the Saints play last year was really hard to watch. And they're going to have a better O-line. They spent their first round pick on an O-line like the Bucs did, which I guess you could argue in favor of Kamara, but I just don't think he's going to see the receiving volume, and I don't think his ground game is going to get him there. If he stays healthy the whole year, yes, he's fine. He's a fine pick in the 7th round, but that's also a tough bet going into like his 8th NFL season or whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna keep the bye week thing going here. Let's just get another bye week we don't have already and just go with McConkey. Plus, I don't like drafting McConkey that much in kind of other like Best Ball Mania or anything like that. But in this format, I mean, this is screaming like 6 catches, 60 yards like weekly right here.
that sounds like Deontay Johnson, the most eliminator ass pick of all time.
Yeah, right.
Whoa. Keep it down, Biddles. There's still 4 picks till my turn.
Also, too, just to rebuttal on the Kamara thing real quick.
Yeah.
He's going off the board as RB17 right now. He missed the first 2 weeks of the season last year and was the RB11. So like you're already kind of getting him at a discount. So even if like the offense does regress a little bit or like his role regresses a little bit, I still think it's still like a fine pick right here. Like he has weekly upside that I think other running backs just don't have. Like I'd much rather have Kamara over like for weekly upside than like Zamir White or Jalen Warren or someone like that. Like I just think Kamara is
sure, yeah,
still a superstar, and he was still really good last year. So
I don't know about a superstar, Tyler. That's where you say
Maybe
start
that's
throwing words like that out.
He was a superstar.
He absolutely he was, dude, the fantasy MVP for so many years in a row, man. He was my favorite pick in redraft leagues, like 2018, 2019. But we're going into 2024 season here. And I just believe that Clint Kubiak's going to use it. Dude, I think he still is going to catch some passes, and Clint Kubiak's going to get him space, but it's also a bet on Kendre Miller. Nice. We got Deontay Johnson here. It's okay. It's me just being classic, fade the olds. I mean, I'm a prodigy of freaking Sean Siegel. So, I mean, that is what it is. I'm going to have those takes a lot, but it wouldn't, like, 7th round Kamara sounds crazy, but in this landscape, it's not that crazy. I think that might be it too for me, is where, yeah, just knowing where other running backs are going too. Like, anyways.
Yeah, and just because I love Kamara, like, dude, I freaking love Kendre Miller too. So like, I'm drafting both of them. Like, just like any draft, like I'm fine leaving a draft with Kamara, and I'm more than fine leaving a draft with Kendre Miller too. So just like one of those backfields where like I'm totally fine taking both.
Right. I respect that. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna go. Or what's the term? That's fair. I'm gonna take a James Conner here.
Oh, look at that,
dude!
That's your early floor.
That's
Good.
2 eliminator ass picks in a row. I love it.
Great to
was...
get past that bye week of 5 and 6 too. Like he probably should be doing most of his work early in the season. So.
Right, exactly. I need that was a very eliminator ass pick, yes.
Hey, I mean, it is the eliminator, so I mean,
true. I know, but I keep going on spiels about how you should just be drafting it like a pure upside team, and then I find myself making eliminator ass picks. So.
So wait, how do you guys feel about my? Let's go back to the dynasty trade that was made on air. So I traded up. It was like 3 picks in 3 different rounds. 7, 9, and 11 to move up to secure Rashee Rice. How are you guys feeling about Rice? Well, make your pick here.
I can talk. I was considering him at my pick, and I took Jordan Addison at the 601 instead of him, and I think I was deciding between him, Addison, and JSN.
Okay.
And in my head, I kind of regret not going JSN. I was kind of rushed to do it because I only had like 45 minutes left, and I had to go do another thing at work for an hour. So I was like, okay, I'm making this pick now.
Yeah.
And I think I regret not taking JSN because I do believe on the bounce back on that this year. And Addison will be probably like, I think JSN can win the wide receiver 1 job in Seattle, and Addison will never be the wide receiver 1 for the Vikings as long as Jefferson's there, obviously. So. But I think that you're doing the right thing. Yeah. It just depends on, are you contending or not, I guess, but you still can.
I feel like I can, if like I'm guessing that it's going to be 4 games or less. So like any dip I can buy on him, like if we get right, like I'm not really super worried. I think I can cover off a flex spot for whether it be 2 or 4 weeks or whatever it is. And then once he's back, I still think he's the best receiver there. I mean, obviously Kelsey, but like it's also a bet against Kelsey. Maybe Kelsey falls off a little bit or just whatever. So I don't know. I want to get more, and it wasn't a crazy cost. So I'm just gonna go get my guy. So felt like doing that. But yeah, I mean, I felt pretty good too. Like Jefferson as my quote anchor wide receiver, and then just hammer receivers for the next couple rounds. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, it seems like a really sharp move, actually, when you think about a dynasty league, man. If you get a young stud wide receiver tied to Mahomes for the next 3 years, just because worried about a possible suspension for, even if it's 6 games for 1 year out of those 3 or 4 that he's doing great. So
I mean, yeah, let's hope he doesn't get arrested again. But yeah, like before all that was happening, he was going. I saw him go like mid 4th round. So like I'm just willing to buy the dip on it and just whatever happens.
Right.
David saying having the Stack Bros in the background while I work is good. Yeah,
There we go.
Hell yeah, David. I respect that.
David always supporting the boys. He's one of the biggest supporters, so we appreciate him.
Yeah. All right. Well, Bindles, you're the moderator here. How do you feel about our teams respectively? And I know it's an eliminator, and you're not much of an eliminator guy yet, but what do you think?
So let's see. We got Mara, Pollard, J. Jeff, Adams, Moore, McLaurin, and then McBride. And then what's your team best ball guy really quick?
I have no QB yet. I have Jahmyr Gibbs, James Conner. I have AJ Brown, Cooper Kupp, Jaden Reed, and Deontay Johnson. Then tight ends, I have Kelsey and Pitts.
I'm going to give the slight lean to Tyler, but once again, it's like ever so slight. I think it's hard to tell. Like we're not far enough into it where I can give my my full opinion. But
right. Well, I had to do 2 wheel spins, so I'm just kidding. No, I only did 1, right?
Yeah, you only did 1.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I think if we were taking a receiver there, I don't know. I like Pitts. Like I think we still just have like the trauma from Pitts from the last 2 years in our brains. Like I think Pitts could be an absolute fucking smash. Like he could be going 2nd round next year. Like if he hits like.
Yeah, I absolutely have the fear.
So I mean that's fine, and I think whatever. Either way, if you think okay, one of those guys is going into my flex, either one of the tight ends, I think it's a solid team. It's not a knock against your team. I just think construction wise and just Jefferson, I like Jefferson more than AJ Brown, but whatever. AJ Brown has ceiling too. So.
Well, there's nothing I can do about that, Bindles. I got the pick. I got the 11th pick.
Exactly. It's not your fault.
Let's see. It's not my fault. I promise. All right, we're gonna go. Oh man, there's a lot of good running backs here. I'm gonna start throwing bye weeks out the window a little bit. I'm gonna go Singletary, just get another starting running back on this team. Eliminator ass pick, but also a fun pick for me, even in Best Ball Mania. There are eliminator ass picks that do belong on a BBM team as well. It can't just be all upside. And so I'm gonna go Singletary there. He does have the same bye week as James Conner, but this next pick will never mind. That's kind of sketch. God, dude, the bye weeks really messed me up with this.
Yeah.
All right, you got to know.
Yeah, it's a whole other game. AD Mitchell. Huh.
AD Mitchell at 108. I mean, the wide receivers here are not great. I'm looking at Romeo Dobbs, Khalil Shakir, Rashid Shaheed is interesting to me. Dude, I'm about to reach all the way down like 20 picks right now. I'm just not sure where to go with this. I don't have a week 14 guy yet. And Shaheed does go. Wow. Okay.
I have no clue. Like Rashee Rice in this contest just feels like undraftable to me. Because like if he does get suspended 6 to 8 games, or like even like just 4 to 6 games, like that's 6 weeks. You're not having anybody. And like, yeah, those are higher advancement weeks, but like his ADB, like it's the same as BBM, which like it shouldn't be because BBM's favored for like later half of the season type of, breakouts, or like if they're crushing it on the stretch, then that's great. But like in this, like I don't like his ADP should be a lot lower than it is in BBM. So I'm just out on at this ADP. It's crazy. I will have 0 shares of Rashee Rice. I think
people like anchor to the BBM ADP a lot too. Like I think there should be more differences in some like whatever for Rice, but that's just an example. Like I do think it should like be a little bit just whatever different, but I think people are just so locked in, right? Like more people are doing regular drafts, and so then that's just whatever they're going to stick to it, which I think that's something that is probably pretty wrong. Like I think like if you were to make eliminator ranks, like it would be a pretty significantly different.
Yeah. All right, I'm coming up on the clock here. I'm thinking RB. I got 2. I already have a quarterback. I have my tight end. I could go Goddard here, but I'm thinking maybe someone like Eckler feels like an eliminator ass pick. I was thinking B-Rob, Gus Edwards too, even though I've kind of said I'm out on him. But like none of the quarterbacks here make sense. I don't love these receivers, so I'm almost feeling like a little running back action. I would go Spears, but I already have Pollard, and stacking bye weeks like that. Actually, it actually wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if we could just get past week 5, and like we're pretty optimized to do that. Ooh, let's get fun. Let's go Spears, and let's just do it. It's not a later bye week. Bye week 5. Let's see. Let's pull it up here real quick. The advancement for bye week 5 is 6 of 8. So you just can't be a bottom 2 scoring team, and like we're pretty built to just get past week 5, and then hypothetically like we should just be getting points from one of these guys every single week. So I kind of like that in terms of a floor play. Maybe there's a game where like both of them go off. We saw it with Mostert and Achane last year, way different backfields, but like, it is possible for 2 guys to go off in the same backfield, and I feel like this is a backfield that could do it because they've kind of come out and said that this is going to be very 50-50 and both guys are going to get a lot of runs. So I kind of like stacking them up in a contest like this. It's a little, especially with the build that I have, like we get a good week out of Kamara. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to advance. So I kind of like it.
We'll see.
Dude,
just putting doubt over a cloud of doubt over
I'm battling you, bro. Like Baby Link's got nothing, man.
Yeah, I think that's real Link. Is that Baby Link or is that real Link?
That does look like a real one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's young Link.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's right. He does. Go.
I always think the Toon Link. Toon Link is awesome.
You said Baby Link.
Baby Link. I think I meant Toon Link. I haven't played in so long.
I was searching the interwebs and I was like, okay, this is a young Link. So
is it Baby Link or is it Toon Link? I think it's Toon Link.
What is a Toon Link?
Is it not Toon Link? Like in Brawl, I'm pretty sure it was Toon Link. Like it's a cartoon. I could be wrong.
Let's
see. Toon Link. Yeah, I don't know.
Toon Link, yeah.
I don't know what version you're playing, man. We're from different.
Brawl. You didn't play Brawl?
I'm playing Melee. No.
Oh, okay. I know Toon Link. Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't play Brawl? I mean, I played Melee.
What is Brawl? Is that the GameCube? You got to speak to me in consoles here.
It's Wii.
No, never had a Wii.
Why you play? Yeah, okay. That would explain.
It's a game. I'm a GameCube.
Brawl was awesome.
64 guy.
GameCube. Amen.
Okay, we were thinking Eckler last round.
That's crazy, bro. He's unstoppable.
Come on, what are we thinking here? Oh,
get that Washington stack, brother.
Yeah, you need that floor. Grab Eckler.
I know.
Eckler will win you $100,000.
We are in shambles here.
Jerry Judy.
Where do you go, Jerry Judy, man?
What?
Where do you go, Jerry Judy?
I'm spinning the wheel. Come on.
Yeah, where do you go, Jerry Judy? Dude, I'm talking myself into Jerry Judy more and more every day. I swear. Like, he could just, like, it's just the talent's still there. And, like, it sometimes it goes somewhere different and it just all works out. Like, I just think there's just something about the talent that he flashed. He's an unbelievable route runner. He still has that speed. And he never really played with a good quarterback in Denver, at least. And maybe just the system. Like, he had a whole bunch of different coordinators, terrible quarterback play. You had Russell Wilson last year, but, like, I feel like he just didn't really excel in that Sean Payton system. Or at least Russ didn't excel in the Sean Payton system. I don't know. I think they paid him. They traded for him. Like, I just think it could work out for him finally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Judy. There we go.
Tyler, would you rather have in a vacuum Jerry Judy or Jahan Dotson this year on your best ball team?
Probably Jahan Dotson, but I wasn't going to go him.
Oh, really?
I had McLaurin because I had McLaurin.
I think they're the same problem. Like, they're the same thing. Like, honestly, like Jerry Judy was a 4th round pick last year for a reason. Like, sharp people were like, yeah, I'm down for Jerry Judy in the 4th round. I mean, maybe he fell a little bit to the 5th. And I'm always referencing Best Ball Mania, essentially, like over the 5 months. And now he's back down to like the 13th, but he's in a new situation and he got paid a lot, like enough to play every snap or, most snaps. And then Jahan Dotson had to deal with who everyone is calling a terrible quarterback and Sam Howell. So what I was saying to people, I think it was yesterday, if you think Sam Howell is a terrible quarterback, because I've been scared of Geno Smith because of Sam Howell, but if you think Howell is that bad, then you should probably be buying Jahan Dotson, if anything, with Jaden Daniels, because that should be a massive improvement. And Jahan Dotson was also a mid-6th, 5th round pick last year for a reason as well.
Dude, he was going like almost late 50s last year at a certain point when McLaurin was injured in training camp.
That's right. That's what it was. Yeah. Good memory. Exactly.
That was wild.
Sam Howell feels like a kind of like a Fitzpatrick kind of guy. Like he's gonna sling it, but like he's probably not gonna win you anything. You know what I mean? Just like a spot start guy who like might light the world on fire for like a month or it's like a couple nice games, but I don't think he's like I don't know. I don't think he'll ever have like an actual starting role. I think he's kind of like he feels like a more gunslinger, bigger arm like Gardner Minshew kind of guy.
Okay, I respect it. I'm really pondering this pick right now. I totally just jabronied it and gave this guy Kirk Cousins when I had Pitts and I wanted him, and I was like, oh, I'll take Myers first. That was a bad oversight on my end, and now I need to recoup it at wide receiver still a little bit more, and I feel like as cool as Brandon Cooks is, because of that week 7 bye, there's only 2 teams on bye week 7. I won't run the other problems with that. But I am just going to pivot to Josh Downs because I just think Josh Downs is
good,
a much better selection in general. Like,
and not good at football.
Yeah, that was way more of a player take pick than a eliminator ass pick.
I like it. I think, yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of sharp people be in on Downs. Jacob Sanderson, a few others in the industry are like, I think they were saying they would take them in BBM, like whatever, up to like pick 100, 105 or something like that. I think Corain said he had him very high up in his rings as well. So I'm just willing to like all those 3 of Wicks, Leggett, and Downs. Like I'm going to load up my bags on all 3 of those. So.
Absolutely. Downs, Richardson only played like 3.5 games, and 2 of those, I believe Downs was the target leader on the team for 2 of the games. So I know he was for 1 of them, but he really, like, they had an instant connection. It's one of those things again too, when the rookie quarterback comes in with the rookie receiver in the same year, and they just have that little mind meld going on. But yeah, man, I mean, at this price, you got to like it. Like AD Mitchell has a completely different skill set too. So that's the other thing, that he doesn't really affect Downs in my opinion.
No. And I mean, like, AD Mitchell's just going to be running the Alec Pierce routes. Just go run the 9 route, clear out everything out underneath. Right. And it's not like necessarily a take against AD Mitchell. Like I don't know.
No, that could be amazing because Anthony Richardson has a cannon.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's not like a bad thing, but I do think like from a like consistency standpoint, which I mean, we're all playing best, so it's like doesn't really matter.
So not an eliminator ass pick.
It's not an eliminator ass pick. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't get what like AD Mitchell. I get the rookie just like black box aspect of it, but I just think we already know Downs is good, and I don't know. I'll be putting my chips in the Downs boat, but I don't. Not like I said, not a anti AD Mitchell take.
It's also the same fact that there is the potential with Anthony Richardson just being like very good, because we didn't really get to see it fully unlocked. That where the Colts offense just completely blows up. Like it could be, like, people forget, even without Richardson, the Colts were like a 4th quarter away from making the playoffs, and not the Texans. Like, and we think the Texans are the greatest offense resurgence like in a long time, but the Colts were, almost won more games than them last season, and the Colts had they scored a bunch of points last year. I remember when I was doing my 50 drafts, I was trying to find the best offenses, and the Colts were like a top 8 team in points last season. Like, they were scoring a ton of points, I believe. So I think with Richardson, the ceiling is just through the roof if everything goes right for all players involved.
Yeah, the pace that Steichen runs, right? Like, that's just so beneficial for an offense. And then, I mean, I know the underdog guys, Hayden Winks and Josh Norris, like, they're all in on Richardson. A bunch of other smart people I know. It's like he could be like the Jalen Hurts of a couple of years ago, where like we're taking him like 104, 105 in dynasty startups and stuff. Like he could be that guy.
I agree.
And
continue. Sorry.
No, you finish.
Well, I was just gonna say, that's like something I've been thinking through, and in my back of my mind, I'm like, dude, because I'm not doing every single draft on stream, but like in some of them, I'm like, dude, I'm taking Richardson. Like, I'm trying to remember that I want Richardson like as much as possible, especially where like when you pick at the back end of the draft, because he's always falling to the end of the 5th, and I'm trying to remember in my brain, okay, don't fall for the Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts in the 3rd. Like, remember that Richardson's there in the 5th, and in my mind, he has the same amount of upside. Like Hurts was that 5th round pick that year before he exploded. Like it was the same obvious thing. It's like, dude, the mobile quarterback, we've already established he's pretty good. Like he showed us enough sample size to show us he's pretty damn good. Like he's got a good coach. Everything's lined up for it to be like a smash pick. So I really hope he stays there. And I'm trying not to spew about it too much, but I don't think there's any avoiding Richardson probably moving up a little bit on the board.
Yeah, we got to release some Anthony Richardson FUD. All of us will have to release some to try to get him. Not that we're market movers, but maybe we need to influence.
Yeah, we could be. I don't think we should sell ourselves short.
We just don't know.
We just don't know. My favorite thing is my favorite phrase in basketball right now is, what if this is the guy you need? Because you could say that about any single player that you could actually draft. You know what I mean? Like
Foreman. What if he's the guy you need?
Dude, this guy's insane. This guy's insane. 4th quarterback Stafford.
4th quarterback.
You fucking kidding
and you
me,
have
bro?
Cup? Oh, and you have Cup. Oh, that's unfortunate.
You fucking kidding me? And I punched it off the
Okay, Pollock.
Yeah, I had to go Jalen Polk. I now have the nastiest quarterback room you guys will ever see.
Yeah, I was worried about
having one.
He's just trying to. This draft is just trying to, you know.
No, but it was the one in between me that took Kirk, in which rightfully so.
Yeah.
He had Drake London. That was a blunder. This man with the 4th quarterback, chill out, my boy. That's an eliminator ass team, I guess. Like, dude, this guy's going to make it through week 7 and make $2 on this 45-minute draft he did and be so happy he took Stafford from me.
It's a great use of time, if you ask me.
You got to get that return on investment. It's really a great investment. It's going to be a great time. Your friends are going to love it. Okay. I think I'm going to finish off pause. My dude. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna save this team, and I think you guys are gonna like it a lot, actually. And I'm gonna win the second battle of the year.
I was gonna say. I mean, obviously the quarterbacks, it's not great, but like I really like the rest of your squad. I think you might be pulling ahead here with Tyler taking Jerry Jeudy and Darnell Mooney here.
Oh, no.
What are you talking about Darnell Mooney?
I like Mooney. I like
Mooney. Come on now. Yeah, I'm really thinking. I'm kind of in my mind right now. I'm thinking we might do a little late, like Baker Drake May thing on this team. I'm not, or like a little Gardner Minshew as well.
Someone snipe him on Deshaun Watson, please.
I see what you're cooking right here, Eric.
Dude,
I think
you're cooking up a Cleveland steamer, bro. You got Jerome Ford and
I think this is a 3
Jerry
QB build.
Jeudy.
I think it's a 3. Deshaun goes. That's unfortunate. I think this is a 3 QB build. Now I think this is a 3
in
QB.
your lane.
This is definitely a May Gardner team. I think this is definitely
Will
May
Levis probably
Gardner
won't
team.
last much longer.
Oh, I like Will Levis too. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
I got that one, Eric. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah.
No, not Vidal.
I gotta give all the credit to the chat that goes into fantasy dog pounds.
We're gonna go Will Levis.
He was getting a bunch of not lasting long enough jokes.
Dude, I saw that and I was just like, I love fantasy dog pound, but I was like, he keeps it so serious all the time. I was like, he got a little bit of a chuckle going. I was like, okay.
I've seen him let loose. You got to catch him at the right time. You
need him after a couple brewskis.
For sure. Yeah. On those Friday night streams. I mean, we all do that. You know, I swear, dude, I logged on to the first stream with Tyler I did today. I felt like my brain had no focus on what we were doing. I was like, I don't know, just had a really big day with work and stuff. But this time I feel much more dialed in. Like this team is pretty sick. My last team was insane. We started off running back, wide receiver, quarterback, tight end. And that was a pretty gross team, but might have held it together. If we make it through week 6, you know, you start getting your money back. This is what they told me.
Amen, brother.
I mean, Leo's trying to get his money back.
Absolutely. He will.
Yeah.
He will. If you want to advance all your teams, take a look at what Leo's doing here. This is a good little strategy.
Yeah.
He's got, and all of them are late buys too, like pretty late. So, well, actually, he's going to have to survive. Oh, it's Burrow and Jane Daniels. Never mind. Dude, what are we doing here?
I'm happy it's a quarterback there because I feel like a run, like because that drafter went 4, and I think people just value quarterbacks more in this contest. Like I think if you like reaching on a quarterback in this contest, like isn't like the end of the world. You know what I mean? Because I think like I value them more personally. And then if someone's going to take 4 in the same room, like you better have gotten either a elite quarterback or you should maybe reach on one if you need to.
Yeah, I'm about to. We're about to find out what reach on quarterbacks truly means right now. Promise you that.
I so badly just want to derail my draft and fuck yours up.
What do you have going on over there?
I can't
fuck
I
it up.
can
I have so many late quarterback stacks. There's nothing you can do to stop me.
I mean, Gardner's like I could go Gardner. It would make sense.
Sure, go for it.
And you have Myers. Okay. I'm thinking tight end here. I fucking hate Kate Auden. I'm thinking, dude. Wait.
Go Theo Johnson.
No.
Go Kate Auden. Go Kate Auden.
No, we have to do it. Just making sure. I'm just scanning one last time. Yeah. Noah Fant.
Fant fanatics, stand up.
Everybody from the
Hands
313.
Yeah. Everybody from 313. Week 11. I got to survive week 11 with Gibbs, Chase Brown, and Antonio Gibson. I think I can do that.
Dude. Yeah, you just need, if one of the two pop off. Dude,
Chase Brown will be doing something by then. I mean,
dude,
Zach
I love
Moss can't
Gibson
hold it together for that long.
I think Gibson, like, he always sucks me in with that pass catching ability. It's just fuck, man. I'm just
right. Dude, he's a great pass catcher. He's got that. I think Nez brought it up yesterday. Maybe the James White role's coming back to New England with him.
Dude, and he, like, people forget that he was going absolutely ham for, like, I think he had like a couple seasons with like more than 250 carries. He can carry a workload, and I mean, similar age to Ramondre as well. And like I like Ramondre. It's not like I hate on Ramondre, but I think there's a non-zero chance that like Gibson just like whatever could beat him out. I don't think it's gonna happen, but like there's a small chance that it could happen. So
right.
It's not like Ramondre is some like whatever, like crazy draft capital where they're super committed to him or anything like that. And they did just give Gibson not a crazy bag, but they did.
Yeah, and it's a new coaching staff coming in. You know, there's always changeover when that factor comes in.
All right, so you went Bryce Young here.
Yeah, I went Bryce Young. The main thing is in my queue right now, I'll give you a little sneak peek into my world here. I'm looking at Bryce Young, Drake May, and Daniel Jones. It's not great. But the reason I went Bryce first is because him and Daniel Jones have the same bye week. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't wait. That meant I should have gone May first. Okay, sorry, I messed that up. But yeah, I should have taken the week 14 player first and then guaranteed myself getting at least one of the week 11 guys coming back to me. But it worked out. I got Bryce Young and Drake May, which I value more than Daniel Jones. The sketchy thing is, if I go Daniel Jones with this team, for one, he's only stacked up with Singletary, but he has a little bit of a rushing element, so I'm not like, it's not the most concerning thing. There are a good amount of Giants wide receivers that I can take. But I would be counting on Drake May for week 11. So let me see who the Patriots play.
Tyler, is that a fresh cut I see there?
Oh yeah, dude, got it at like earlier today. Just absolutely dialed in right now. I got this haircut for this.
Didn't even notice mine.
I got this haircut for this stream, actually. Not so. There's a player that I want right here. I'm very worried about not getting him. Let's see here. Come on, talk to me nice. Talk to me nice, John. Thank you so much. We will take Roshan and run that pick to the podium. Boom. There we go.
Dude, I don't know what to think about Roshan. Like, I just think he's like such a neutral player to me. I'm like, I think he's good, but I also just don't like. I guess it's a bet against Swift, and I probably want to bet against Swift, so I like it. But yeah, why are you running to the podium for Roshan, sir?
I feel like, I mean, if we're like, if this is poker, like it just feels like there's a lot of outs with Roshan. Just like, you see the flop and then you're like, okay, like we don't have anything right now, but like we still got like 40% like winning his hand because we have a ton of outs. Like Khalil Herbert gets traded. I mean, that's an obvious one. He's going to be a huge riser in any contest that he's in if that happens. And it just like, do they need Herbert, Roshan, and Swift? It feels like they don't. I think if I get the same production from like a dude they can just pick up off the street, like Kareem Hunt or something like that, for like, you know what I mean? So it just feels like they if either if someone gets traded, it's going to be Herbert. So that's one. Two, he just fits like a need they don't like. Like Swift is not a goal line runner. Caleb Williams he's a runner, but I wouldn't classify him like that Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts tier. Like he's not goal line or anything like that. So like he is the biggest back they have there. So like, what if he's just the goal line back? I think they just genuinely like Roshan. This regime drafted him. I think he was good. He was gonna take over that backfield last year. Then he gets the concussion. Like he was on his way to kind of just open everything up. Like by the end of the season, like Foreman was getting healthy scratches. Like Foreman wasn't really involved toward the end. So I think there's that. And then if anything happens to Swift or if someone gets hurt, like he's at least the RB2. So I just think there's a ton of outs with Roshan that I like. So I try and leave as many drafts of them as I can.
All right, we're gonna rip
I don't get no hate because everything I state is great. You think you're safe the town over? I'll be going state to state, blowing stogies, ball heads in the mag, sweet taste. If you heard that I was broke, you were in a dream state.
All right, we're gonna hit the Bindle stat of the day really quick. So
boom.
Isaiah Pacheco, weeks 1 through 10, he was at 64% rush attempts, 40% routes, 9% targets, and at 13 points per game. And then weeks 11 through 22 through the Super Bowl, he was at 78% rush attempts, 57% of the routes, and 50% of the 2-minute snaps. And then his points per game were 18.5. So I'm coming around on Isaiah Pacheco. I think obviously McKinnon kind of fading down the stretch, and them really only having CEH there. I think he's talented. I think he obviously took on a bigger role as the season went on. So I think Pacheco could be pretty undervalued right now. Obviously, we want pieces of the Chiefs offense, and the Chiefs offense just had such a weird year. Like if all the receiver additions kind of boost them up and Mahomes goes absolutely crazy this year, I think Pacheco could be in for a pretty big season. So yeah, wanted to call that one out.
First off, that was epic. Thank you for putting that together, Bindles. But also, dude, yeah, I've been coming around on Pacheco a lot, man. I've been really enjoying him. He was one of the first things that came to mind when I thought of the wheel, actually. Because I was like, dude, the 4th round, now that I'm like, my brain is switched on to Pacheco, I'm like, dude, it has Pacheco, ETN, sometimes a falling Henry or Jacobs. And I'm like, dude, the running back's getting pretty interesting in the 4th round. So, but to your point, I think if I had to rank it, I think I would put ETN and Pacheco like right next to each other as two guys I would like switch off on, as much as like having equal exposure to both those guys. And I'd be willing to take them. If they all moved up to the 3rd, I would be willing to draft them there and not treat it like that's too high of a price.
I also think you could reach on, Rashad White in the 4th too and feel pretty good about it. Crickets? Okay.
I mean, what do you want me to say to that? What do you want me to? I'm trying to run a serious show here.
Yeah, your 3 QBs are Bryce Young, May, and frickin' Gardner.
We're not talking about that.
Go outside, nerd. Get out. Go. I ain't got time to be distracted by your worthless child.
That's a best ball guy to you right there, Tyler.
You steal that from Theo?
No, I know. I made that. I did?
I thought I saw that one. Yeah, I like it.
Dude, I wish Gardner could throw it down the field. I'd be so in on Trey Tucker, but since he can't, like, it's just a worthless like Alec Pierce click from last year. Like Alec Pierce would have worked out with Richardson.
Just draft Tyquan Thornton then.
What? He did have a good practice, I heard.
We talking about practice?
No, I think I can accept a week. I can definitely take a week 7 bye with Tolbert. That's kind of random, but also I do like the upside of Tolbert. Tyler's not going to agree with this because we were just kind of talking about how. Well, you'll find out actually at the end of the show why he's not going to be that in on Tolbert. But It is a TV show where I actually draft against Tyler, so that could be interesting just to go that direction. Let me keep looking here. Yeah, I can't go another week 14. I just like how Tolbert has a different bye. This is strictly a bye week. I'm Oh my
That deserved the full clip. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
absolutely. That was so lame.
That.
I mean, it's an eliminator ass pick. I got a third tight end. I mean, now this is an eliminator ass team. At the end of the day, we went 3-5-7-3. I'm loaded up at every position quantity wise. Yeah, that was the most random. I had it only open to wide receivers, so I was like, okay, assuming it'll auto draft the top wide receiver. Then last second, I realized that is not how this works, and could not get it in time.
That's okay. It's
what can you say?
Fatty is never Tolbert though. I guess.
I mean, there's levels to this drafting stuff, right? I mean, there's levels. I mean, there's people who auto pick like that, and there's people that don't. You know, there's people who are fast, nimbled, quick with it on the sticks, and there's people who can't figure out how to make a Twitter. So it's just there's levels.
Oh my god. Dude, no one's ever had that happen to them before. Like, dude, it was a 20-part captcha where you needed a 135 IQ on a Friday night. Absolutely insane.
I so badly want to go field
Chig
right here.
Minshew is one hell of a way to end a draft. I'd say so.
I think we'll just go.
I mean, Minshew is stacked up. Chig is, he's on this team.
By week 5. Yeah.
I mean, huge value. Let me get a value hound for the Chig pick there. Nice 11 pick slide for your boy.
Speaking of howling, the Wolves are down 12.
Dude, I can't believe Ant just broke his ankle. That was crazy. Rolled the crap out of his ankle.
Yeah. He's at the jump ball right now, so I think we're good.
Okay. You were sweating for about half a second.
That's literally the sound they play in the arena. I swear to God. Did you get that from the Wolves soundboard?
Chig could be the guy you need. I mean, dude, it's an eliminator ass pick. Getting the third tight end, honestly, was probably the most eliminator ass pick. Look at the end of this draft for me. Look at the end of these last 4 picks.
Electric. Literally electric.
Bryce Young. The only guy with any upside is Drake May. All the rest of them are just you're like,
Yeah, I mean, in the one place I do want to floor is definitely my quarterback position, because I feel like that is the one thing that nukes you down to getting last in your pod is when Bryce Young only puts up 6 points and Minshew and Drake May aren't even playing yet, and I'm eliminated week 1 with this team.
All right, boys, we got to get out of here quickly. Why don't we give our scroll the F down guys who are drafted less than 5% of the time in BBMs.
Yes.
This is from BBMDB. Tyler, why don't you start us off? Who's your scroll the F down pick of the stream?
Right now, it's Ryan Flournoy. Eric alluded to it earlier, where I just think Jalen Tolbert got pretty much he got healthy scratches as a rookie. He got a little bit more of an opportunity later in the year. In 2023, he kind of took over some of those Gallup snaps as Gallup was playing Apple, but he didn't do anything with him. I just don't think he's good. If he was going to be good, I think last year we would have seen at least a flash of something. We saw a flash of nothing. So Flournoy has a huge opportunity in an offense right now that doesn't have a lot of weapons at receiver. So and he's got a really interesting path. He tore his ACL a couple of times, D2, all this really small school guy. But I think if he could just put it all together, he's in the right offense where if he is good, you're gonna see it. Where there's other offenses where yeah, a guy could be good, but the offenses are so bad we just may not see it. So I could totally see this being a situation where all he has to do is be good and everything's set up for him to explode. So Flournoy is my guy. It's kind of courtesy of Jason Allwine. He got to put me on a player profiler. So he's the leader of the Ryan Flournoy fan club. But that's kind of who I'm thinking is my my scroll the FF down pick. So
I like it. Best ball guy. Who
mine is going to be a man that I'm actually kind of hip to drafting to a little bit, but I'm going to go with Bo Melton here from the Packers. Basically, it's more of just the stat of it's kind of ambiguous, right? Like a lot of people are kind of out on Reed, like was that kind of fluky, kind of plays like a little mini Debo Samuel, but we're not. Everyone knows about the Christian Watson injury history. I don't think anyone really in their mind believes that Dobbs is any kind of an amazing wide receiver. And I do think Wicks is good, but I think that this is just a cheap option on a good offense that still has somewhat of an ambiguous wide receiver room. And guys like that can have a really big impact on your best ball teams as an 18th round pick. And as a guy that I'm looking right now is saying 0% drafted, which is untrue because I've taken him a couple times, but he's that low down that you are getting different. And I'm not calling for playing 50% of the snaps or something, but when he does play, he was a touchdown threat going into their late season games and into the postseason. He was actually getting a decent amount of playing time, and he was a rookie last year. So, and I know a lot of the Packers are young, but I just like second-year players, and it's kind of a new, young, fresh offense. So that's my guy.
Yeah, so mine is Noah Brown for the Texans. I think it's kind of like a contingent wide receiver pick. If any of Diggs, Dell, or Nico Collins were to go down, I think he would be in for some big games. And I think whatever, it's just like one of those offenses we want to be betting on. And I definitely think like as the third wide receiver or whatever, maybe there's some other crazy shit happens. He's the wide receiver 2. I think he can definitely produce in that offense. And he's drafted like, I think only 3% of the time, and could give you a huge edge on the field in that week 17 Houston Baltimore game. So. All right, boys. Well, it's been a long night of streaming. We have one more after this. Best Ball Guy and I are going to do another Eliminator-ass team after this. But any final words, Tyler? Any final words, Best Ball Guy, before we head on out of here?
Yeah, just sub to PPR Tyler on YouTube. We're almost at 600 subs, so that's going to be a blast. We're doing a 24-hour live stream. We're going to be doing a cooking stream as well, so we're going to have both those on the books. And then, yeah, Wolves in 5, baby. Let's get after it. Or Wolves in 7.
Right,
sorry, no, Wolves in 5.
Winning game 5. Yeah, so make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. We're going to be doing a fun video once a week. And if you go and watch the first video compared to the second video, you'll see we already added a bunch of stuff to this. So it's only going to get more and more dialed in. Eventually, we will have like people on this show battling against each other, and it's going to be super fun. We're about to hop on Bindle's channel, though, so make sure you're subscribed to me, Best Ball Guy, and Bindle's, and I'll go talk to you guys over there right now.
Links below. All right, everyone, go Wolves, and we will see you guys over on my channel in about 1 minute.